Hello. Today is Halloween book review is for MadHouse Comics, uh, issue 118 from the Archie Comics series. If you don't know from the past, there was one of these that I picked up a long time ago, and it had a vampire on the cover with his daughter, his monster daughter, looking for uh, dollhouses, but wanted one that was her style dollhouse. So he ends up uh, not just being on the cover with that image, and these images on the cover are not on the inside the book, have nothing to do with the stories inside the book. But yet this one kind of does this time. It doesn't. You got a vampire on roller skates and a witch, basically showing you that these style characters may be in this book. Uh, but the cover story has nothing to do with anything inside the book. Back's got some Jackie and Sherry. It's funny because I have a Jackie and a Sherry friend, and they write their names almost exactly the same as this person did. But I think I got this from Cheap Comic Collector. No, this actually might. No, yeah. Now that I think about that, these might have came from that uh, antique store because it's not bagged at all or anything. I bet you that did come from the town next to us, so that could actually be Jackie and Sherry's signatures on there, which would be funny. Um, JVJJ. There was a Vicky that hung out with them, but yeah, these are. I'm trying to collect this whole series if I can, and it's always fun seeing what they're putting on the covers, but not putting on the inside. But they are good reads, stories, little bit of games and stuff, and jokes. Our first story in here is a vampire story. It's Fangs for the Memories. And you see a tour bus outside the haunted castle, which, fun fact, I backed a Dacre Stoker, Bram Stoker's grandson, I believe it is. I backed Dracula book from him. Had They had a bunch of problems. It's taken over 2 years to get to us. Their printing companies with COVID and everything just kept on getting canceled. And but now things are completed and hopefully going to ship out pretty soon. But they had a contest for everybody that backed the Kickstarter could get a chance to come out to um, what is it? The Bram Castle, I think it's called. In I can't think. It's too early in the morning. Uh, in Transylvania or wherever, Romania, somewhere out there, you could win a chance to. Night before Halloween, they are having a vampire ball there this year, and one person that backed Kickstarter could win a chance to come out for the vampire ball. And then they also had, by invitation only, some other stuff you could come out earlier in the month for out at the Bram Castle, or that's on Bram Stoker's Dracula and all that stuff. Vlad, I think Vlad the Impaler and all that is part. That's all the same castle. But yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the videos. seeing who else showed up and stuff. They had a bunch of special guests and stuff in there, but uh, we see the vampire getting mad because all the humans are making money off him, but he doesn't have enough money to keep himself in uh, blood. Uh, what's the other word for blood? Plasma. it's, it's a rough one today. The cat is just being so bad with the wife gone, and he's up all hours of the night, constantly wanting something. But he's a traveler, a visitor, tourist. Oh, this is terrible. Sorry. But he's finally sees a tourist. So he's like, yeah, I can finally get some blood. There's a nice fat tourist that's walking around. Goes to bite on him, and he's got a bionic arm. So then a bunch of aliens show up, and they're like, for some reason, the atmosphere of this planet has caused our blood to produce more than their body can handle. So all the aliens come down and drains them. Oh, he's gonna get his plasma filled for a while. There's a bunch of spaceships just waiting to land and get their blood removed. You would think after a few spaceships hit our atmosphere and they had blood problems, you'd think all the other ones would have stopped outside the atmosphere and not came in. But yeah, at least we had a vampire story to go with the vampire cover this time, even though it's not really related to this cover at all. A vampire on roller skates with a witch, kind of warning him. Speaking of Jinxed, they do a. I don't know if the later ones do this because I would think Mad Magazine would have kind of jumped at them, but they have a few sections in here. Oh, this one's got like two sections that remind me a lot of Mad Magazine. Like these images are MadHouse presents. You know you're a jinxed monster if in the middle of an experiment your town is hit with a power block. If you're a werewolf and you still need a toupee, bald werewolf there. If your beautiful victim shows up and you forgot where you put your dentures, and it just goes on with those style jokes are definitely reminiscent of Mad Magazine. Then we got a zero hero sends his rival into a super stupor in Beat Treat. See this little superhero story going on. And there ends up being a contest for like most amazing superhero character. And they're all doing little feats of strength and all this stuff. And then one guy shows up, and it's like this guy's juggling a safe, a refrigerator, a car, and a piano. And he forgets that he's got a safe up there, and that's the last thing that comes down and hits him. One guy shoots a bullet, runs past the bullet, turns around, blows on the bullet, and sends the bullet back into the pistol. Uh, but yeah, they're all doing their little feats of strength, trying to win the contest, and then the goofy character shows up. He's like, "Did I miss the opportunity? Can I still do my thing?" And they're kind of like picking on him, and they say, "They're like, uh, what's his name?" I just this one character reminds me of someone else, but yeah, he's told by the superheroes that if he can outlift them, if he can lift something that they can't lift, then he wins the contest. And so he's going around trying to think of what the best thing to lift is, and he keeps hearing at the dinner, he keeps hearing all the other superheroes say, "Well, I don't have a wallet, I don't have a pocket, I don't have any money with me, I can't pay the bill." So he picks up the tab. So he was able to pick up something that they couldn't pick up. And then they got another section with the you know you're a macho guy when you go to a disco and the girls fight to see who's going to dance with you. When you take a girl to a movie and never get to see the picture, you're making out the whole time. When you go to the beach and don't even have to impress the girls. When you can eat a pepperoni pizza with hot peppers and still get a good night kiss. Just, yeah, you get it. And then right after that, they do have three of them in here in this one. MadHouse presents You Know You're in Outer Space if being called a bird brain is considered a compliment because all the aliens are birds. If the natives treat you as a pet, put you in a bird cage. If you're the intruder at a picnic, you got giant ants. If eating carrots makes you a cannibal, like if Captain Carrot would show up. But you also have all your old advertisements in here that are fun to reminisce with. You got a few games and jokes. Games in this one was filled out, but I didn't care. As long as I get a copy of these, I can upgrade them as I find better versions of them. Then there's a Zort and Wart are writing a book about Earthlings and uh, just how they act, how lazy they are, how they do all kinds of stupid things, and so the aliens decide that they got to come and see this for themselves. So a variety of different areas. Aliens come to our planet to observe us and our laziness and our ridiculousness. Archie Comics Group Matt Bruce. Not even a freaking word. I just can't talk today. Oh, it's gonna be a long day. I really need a night of sleep. This damn cat is driving me nuts. But Archie Comics Group, MadHouse Comics, number 118 from the Archie series. It's in rough condition, but still all there, and it's readable. Yeah, they have a variety of different vampire covers, and I want to at least get all the vampire covers, and as many as the other books as I can. Keep following under the call of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Check out Crimson Cull Comic Club. Leave a comment. I'll comment back. And yeah, we'll be back with another one of these tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to speak a little more normal. And tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time, come check out on Psychotronic Squirt Gun's channel. Come check out our live comic book claim sale. You might find some comics like these yourself. All right. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.